warm good morning, my dear students. Welcome to Chemistry Digital class. This is on 28th August. I'm going to tell you about the full chapter, that what we did and what we are doing. As you know that the chapter name is General Principle and Process of Isolation of Element, where we are going to study about especially from the story of element, I can say the history of element, from where his element can occur, how many type of elements are there, element is found in which state. So generally, dear students, we know that elements are the most important and most smallest part. Atom is the most smallest part in our surrounding, which prepare element. Element is the purest form of atom. So basically, if we will talk, the chapter has started from the occurrence of matter. Occurrence of metal, or you can say occurrence of elements. Basically, elements are two types, metal and non-metal, in which most of the metal that found in earth crust and non-metals found in atmosphere, because metals are solid, non-metals are gases in form. Similar way, some of the elements, these are found in free state. Those element which is non-reactive, not reactive, is found in native place. For example, gold, silver, platinum, mercury, these are non-reactive elements found in free state in our nature, whereas some of the elements, these are found in combined state. Mostly which elements are found in combined state, which is reactive: sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, aluminum, etc. Okay, so if we have knowledge about the occurrence of metal, so the metals which is occur in the natural way in the form of stone, in the form of rock, that is called mineral. Mineral definition is, it is the natural substance in which metal occur in free or combined state. Whereas in minerals, the ore, those minerals are known as ore, from where we can find out, या we can extract conveniently and economically the metal. मतलब सारे ore mineral हो सकते हैं, but ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि सारे mineral ore होंगे. Okay, so all ore are mineral, but it is not compulsory all minerals are ore. Some of the minerals can be like that way, where we cannot extract metals. Those minerals are not known as ore. Now when we know the ore, then we can start the extraction of ore. This process is called metallurgy. So in metallurgy process, first step that is there, that is crushing and grinding of the ore. In crushing and grinding, the word is there, crushing मतलब पीसना, grinding भी वैसे ही है, छोटे छोटे टुकड़ों में convert करना. So in this process, the ore can be broken into smallest pieces with the help of crusher. Basically what is happening, dear students, the ore is found in the nature in the form of large piece, in the form of stone, in the form of rock. Those rocks and stone we need to crush, we need to convert it into small piece. After that, we can come to know the concentration of ore. Then we will start researching whether the ore, what is the concentration of ore. Now what is the concentration of ore? It is the removal of unwanted material or impurity like sand, clay, which is present in that ore particular. After this, there is a different method to remove the unwanted material. There is gravity separation method. In gravity separation method, you can see the word gravity is giving hint. It means that heavier particle will settle down, lighter particle will be flow. Magnetic separation, it means that magnetism property is attracting, and non-magnetic substance. Flotation, here it is converting into the form of oil, and oil will float on the surface, and you can say we can by descentation process we can remove. Liquefaction and leaching, it is the process where we are specially converting, separating those substances which is converting into in the form of liquid. Okay, after coming to know the concentration of ore, dear students, specially I am going to share one PDF in which these notes will be there. So you need to write these notes and you need to learn these notes. Okay, I'm not going to teach because this is very simple, and it is one time when you will read, within one time you can understand. Okay, this is that much. Now once we know the concentration, then we can extract the crude metal from concentration ore. From this concentration ore we can extract the crude metal. Crude metal मतलब अभी गंदा metal है. Okay, so for extraction we should know the knowledge about the reactivity. So least reactive, medium reactive, most reactive, this you did in 10th class also. Least reactive are basically mercury, silver, gold. Most least reactive is gold, most reactive is potassium, and medium reactive is zinc, iron, nickel, and lead, copper. Potassium, calcium, sodium, magnesium, aluminum are most reactive. So basically least reactive metals are extracted with the help of roasting, because These are least reactive, always found in free state. There is not too much ore. Only these are the ore of sulfides. Because of that sulfide, roasting process is there. After doing roasting, what is roasting? Basically, roasting is the process of heating the ore strongly in the presence of excess of air. Okay, it is mainly used for sulfide ore. During roasting, the moisture and other volatile impurities are removed and the ore is converting into oxides. Okay, after that, medium reactive, this can be of two type. One is carbonate ore, second is a sulfate ore. Sulfate ore can be sulfide ore. So carbonate ore, the process is calcination. It is the process of heating the ore strongly, either a limited supply of air or in the absence of air. This is the major difference. Here it is suppose absence of air. This is absence of air. It is presence of air only. Okay, this is the difference. So in the absence of air, calcination process will remove carbon dioxide and metal oxide, whereas in the roasting it will remove sulfur dioxide and metal oxide. In the last most reactive metals, there is very simple electrolytic method in which electrolysis process is there. By supplying excess of electricity, we can we can extract metal oxide from the ore. Okay, so in the end you can see, dear students, here metal oxide, here metal oxide, here metal oxide. Once we got metal oxide, it means that the process of extraction is completed. Now after metal oxide, we need to reduce this oxygen by a reduction process. So for that purpose, we have thermodynamic principle of metallurgy. This is of two type: Ellingham diagram. With the help of electrometallurgy, we can explain these things. We will explain in our next video. In the last, then there is a refining of metal. Refining of metal. Once you got pure metal, once you got crude metal, after removing the, I can say, oxides. So here you are getting any metal. Which metal you are going to extract, that metal will get. It can be iron, it can be zinc, it can be copper. Then refining process. Refining means again and again we need to refine. There are most important topic. This is most important topic, refining. So many questions are coming related to this. So definition or short note of these topics we should know. That is, we are going to be studying different in our next video. Okay, so liquefaction is the first refining method, polling is the second, cupellation is third, electro refining is fourth, zone refining is very important, fifth, vapor phase refining is also important, Van Erkel method is also important, chromatography method is also important. Okay, so these are the major 8 type of refining method. After when we got refining of metal, the chapter is finished. But most important topic, Ellingham diagram, electrometallurgy, then these all. So one by one, today's topic that we are going to do is concentration of ore. In concentration of ore, first concentration of ore is gravity. Okay, gravity separation. Actually, what is concentration of ore? It can be carried out by the following way depending upon the nature of ore, but it is basically removal of unwanted material or impurities from the ore. So first is gravity separation. In this method, the powder ore is fed into a stream of running water when the lighter impurities are washed away and the heavier particles are left behind. That's why I told gravity. Heavier particle will be left behind, but lighter particle will be washed away with the flow of water. Generally, oxides and carbonate ore are concentrated by this method. Second is magnetic separation. This method is used when either the ore or the impurities are magnetic in nature. For example, this method is used for concentrated of hematite, that is ore of iron, and chromite, which is ore of chromium. Okay, that is magnetic separation. Either the ore or impurities are magnetic in nature, then only this method will apply. Froth flotation. Next, in froth flotation, that word flotation is there. It is giving hint. In this process, it is based upon the different betting properties. Depending upon the different betting properties of the ore and gangue particle with water and oil. It is commonly used for sulfide ore. In this method, the powder ore is mixed with the water, which is containing small quantity of oil also, and then agitating the water by blowing air violently, and the froth is formed. एक फोम बनता है, जैसे सर्फ का फोम ऊपर से बनता है और आप फूक करके सर्फ के फोम को उड़ा देते हैं. तो दैट द वे वी आर रिमूविंग द इम्प्योरिटीज विद द हेल्प ऑफ फ्रोथ फ्लोटेशन. जैसे इसको शेक करते हैं, झाग बनाते हैं, और जो झाग ऊपर आएगा दैट इज लाइटर और impurities, sand or anything that can be blown away by blowing a speed wind. Okay, then liquefaction or leaching. First, liquefaction. This is the process used for concentrated ore having lower melting point. Then the impurities by heating on a sloping floor of the furnace. The temperature is raised to just above the melting point of the ore so that the ore melts and flow down the floor while the impurities are left behind. Whereas in leaching, which is very important, this is the chemical method in which the powder ore is treated with certain reagent in which the ore is soluble but impurities are non-soluble. It is on the basis of solubility. Okay, in which ore is soluble but impurities are insoluble. So the impurities left undissolved and are removed by filtration process. This method is used for ore of aluminium, silver and gold, etc. Okay, so this is all about for today, dear students. But most important, that what you have to do, you have to draw this flowchart in your notebook. After that, look at the story from occurrence. We are studying occurrence. It occur in the all the elements occur in the form of mineral, but those minerals which from where we are getting metal, that is called ore. Now if we will talk about the method of extraction of ore, the first is crushing and grinding, breaking down. Second, concentration of ore, which we did today. These are the 4 points. You need to write a short note on all these 4 from the PDF that I have shared. Then after that we will do extraction of crude oil. That already you know, in 10th class we studied how least reactive elements will extract, how medium reactive element will extract, how most reactive element will extract on the basis of its nature. Then you will get metal oxide. It is easy now to remove oxygen because reduction is the process where oxygen can be removed. Okay, so there is thermodynamic principle of reduction. Hillingham diagram is giving us idea about the feasibility of that removal of oxygen, at what temperature the particular metal will remove oxygen. That is given in a Hillingham diagram. Metallurgy is with the help of electricity we will remove the metallurgy. Then we will do, after once we got the metal, then we will do refining by using these 8 major method. These 8 method we will study in tomorrow's video. Okay, so hope so you got this video and you understood everything. Now I wish that you will note down this in your notebook and you will practice in your video also. So thank you. Have a nice day.